Hey everyone, it's Lori from Enchanted Dreams 71 and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all happy, healthy, and blessed today. And I want to thank you for coming over and showing my channel some support. So it is time for our hashtag Shop My Stash 2025. And this is an open collaboration hosted by myself. And you will post your videos or pictures on the second Monday of every month. This is just a collaboration that takes place once a month. And at the end of every video, I will give a project prompt for the next month. If you do YouTube videos, I would really appreciate it if you would leave a link to my YouTube channel in your description box. And you can also tag me on Facebook and Instagram. Just make sure to use the hashtag ShopMyStash 2025. And the whole goal around this is to use what's already in your stash. Don't go out and buy anything or anything like that. Not even the Dollar Tree guy or the $1.25 Tria. Just the whole goal is just to use what you already have. So the prompt for July, and this will post on July 14th, is a booklet. So just a small booklet, and you can do that any way that you want to. So I thought at first, why not take these little 6x6 pads and just make a little booklet out of it? And we certainly could. But then, you know, as I was doing, I started looking around. Sorry, I'm looking for something. I started looking around in my stash, and I was like, okay, what are these? Of course, they're kind of, pushed to the side where you really can't see them. And I found these. So I had purchased these probably many moons ago. I don't even know where I got them from, but it's these little photo holder thingies. Okay, so this way, I guess you do it. Do you do it that way to sit it up? Okay, yeah, look, you do it that way to sit it up. Well, I guess you would want to see the picture, wouldn't you? So you would go backwards this way and stick it through the back here, I think. Yeah, and then you could, look, you could sit it up. You see that? Sit it up and see the picture. Well, I was like, how nice would this be as a scrappy pad? Because this little piece here actually comes up and can hold it closed. Look there. Wouldn't that be a cute little booklet? We could do it this way, and this is your top, and that holds it down. Right? So let's go ahead and try to ever so easily, I hope, which if we mess it up too bad, we can cover. Oh, okay, so well, I don't even know how these things work, apparently. Okay, so that's just stuck in there. And then this does have that clear stuff around it. Boy, that's some good glue. But yeah, we could cover that up. So let's try to get this up. I just don't want to tear a hole through it, but it is pretty thick. So we can just, there we go, get this, get this apart here. So there we go. Oh, that looks like double-sided tape there. Boy, that was some good double-sided tape back in the day. So yeah, so we could just get some of this off here. And this we can use as something else because, see, it's steel. We could close up one side and make it a pocket. Wouldn't that be cute? So we could still use that. And, of course, this gentleman here. But look at this, guys. This opens up, so we could take him out. This says Neil Photo Company. O'Neill Photo Company. And then there's the picture inside. Cool. I'm going to leave it in there just because, I have the memory of a carrot. But we could use this and put a pressed flower in there or anything else. So that would be a fun project for later. But now, Lori, get back to what you're doing. So I'm going to try to get some more of this off. Just so we shouldn't have any issues. You know what I have? Oh, it's right here. Oh, come here. Is that little sanding thing. Oh yeah, that's bringing that right off. Okay, so we could just do that. I just want anything raised up, you know, kind of sand it off in flat, so that we don't have buckles in whatever I glue down. Not really sure yet what I will glue down. I do know I'm going to use coffee dyed paper. I just got my order in from Nomad Moon Madness. I ordered some coffee dyed paper from her because I couldn't really find any regular coffee dyed paper except for the pretty grungy coffee dyed paper I get from Emily at the Vintage Polka Dot Shop, which I love. You know what might be better? I did get me one of these little crafting vacuums. Look, that did it. Because I also just swept my floors. Got a few things organized. Feel a lot better in here about things. Because it was getting rough. Okay, we want this to be our top. So we're going to turn it this way. And we're going to glue something down here. And we are not going to glue anything here. And then we could put our paper up there. And that could be... Or maybe we should turn it this way so it's an actual booklet. Aha! Because it's a booklet, not a scrappy pad, right? So, I have actually, and was going to do something with these. See if we turn it this way. These are too tall. Okay. Let's just see. Now, this is one of our several of Amity Blooms kits. And I actually printed them to a page. I had did that for the purpose of a different project. That we can use it here in this project, right? Because it's, you know, it's a booklet. I don't want a whole lot of colored pages or... not colored pages, but, you know, printables, decorative papers, whatever it is we want to call it. That wasn't too good of a job, was it? Oops. Okay. It goes up to about there. Okay, so that would be good. I think we need a little bit more off of this edge over here, so I think I'll just do this here. Nope, that didn't do it at all. So let's just go up to this line here. Evidently, I'm not doing a very good job holding that down. Throw those pieces away. Yeah, I think that would be cute. Okay, so we have that one. Let's see what other one we might want to use. I like this one. That would be pretty. And then maybe just that one. Because I do want to get the coffee dyed paper in there. So, there's my clip. It's like, what did I do with my clip? But with these, I'm thinking about making a oh my gosh, I'm mental, okay. Mini journal with those pages. That was the idea when I printed them to a page. So they are full pages. They are just, you know, they're just printed to a page. So they're much, much smaller. So we'll just do this here. Use that as kind of a template. We'll make it easier, I believe. So which way do we want this one in here? I think this way. So we'll get these two. I think I want some of this bottom. I really like that. We'll get that. And then here. Those are cute. That's going to be pretty. I think I kind of want that one in the middle since these are similar colors. Now, oh, so here's another one that I had. And then here's an idea too, guys. If you have any of these, this is Alpha Studio. This is actually Athens, Georgia. So I probably got this at, how does the baby come out? At the bottom? At the top. You could do another picture to go in here. You could do, oh, rats, no name. Isn't that baby so cute? You could leave it like this and do, I think this, because of the color, would look really good with Tim Holtz paper in here. And maybe you could stick it in there and have something even sticking up a little bit. Maybe you could fold it this way and this could be your cover. So you could really have things built up on here. Ooh, that's a good idea. But yeah, I'm just thinking Tim Holtz would be nice on there. So that is another one. You could make a booklet or just go all crazy like I just said. So here is my coffee dyed paper from Nomad Moon Magic. So we are just going to grab a couple of pieces of this. And it may not take two because it's not going to be a really big booklet. The way we're going to do it, you know, I'm not actually sewing anything into the signature. It will be made kind of like a scrappy pad would, but I still think it qualifies as a booklet. Anyway, that's what we're going to call it. We are going to call it a booklet. So we will go ahead and go straight down through there. Turn it and go there. And then we're going to go here because we know everything matches but the bottom, right? We think. We hope. Who knows? But anyway, does it have to be a perfect booklet? And I'm also thinking, I know, Lord help us all. She's thinking again. That we could. Why are those so much taller than these? I gotta take a little bit off all these. Got that all totally wrong. And then we will just do that. Not gonna keep those. Trying to get better, so we'll do that. This, 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 and this. And we'll throw that in there for good measure. Or we could put it on the front and we could make that a little pockadoodle. Pockadoodle, new word, Lori Dictionary. I still need to get that started, right? I think we could do a little pockadoodle right there. Let me see if I can get this. Or maybe it's going to end up being more like a tuckadoodle instead of a pockadoodle. She's going to be kind of little. But if we did that, just to strengthen that just a tad, we could go there and she could be a pockadoodle or a tuckadoodle, whatever your pleasure is. go ahead and give her a little ink-a-dink along these edges here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I mean, this is already aged, but I don't know. A little bit more aging never hurt nobody. Yeah. Okay, put stuff back where it goes, Lori. All right, we're not going to keep that little scrappy scrap. Now, I need to... I don't even know. Am I in camera? Who knows? Put just a little bit of glue under here. Come on. There we go. Get in there. And then just squish that down. Okay. And then do a little glue here around the bottom and then up that side to make our pocket-doodle. I'm going to turn it that way. Okay, there's a little pocket-doodle. Get glue everywhere. Well, that's cute, I think. Once you put something in the pocket, which way are we going? This way? Yeah, we just about got too much in there. It looks like this page is sticking out just a teeny tad too far. So, let's take a teeny tad off of it and then see what we get. Okay, that's going to go there. That's better. This, our little pocket right there seems to be crashing. So let's do this, and if we have to, we can glue him back down right there. Yep. Okay, got him glued back down. So when we open it, this is what our little booklet's gonna look like. How cute. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to take my one that has my rusty scissors in it. Rusty scissors. Rusty staples, not scissors. I think that's all it's going to take. And then we just glue that there. And then that flips open, and there's our closure. And we can do a little something on the outside. And right there's our booklet. Okay. Oops, sorry. I hit you guys. I apologize. Alright, so now we're just going to glue this down. I'm going to try to get a little extra around those staples. Just don't want anything popping up. And get that in there. I think we're done with that. Apologize for the reach. And now we are going to get this set where we want it. I think that's it right there. Gotta hold that down right there where that glue is. Could have used Fabri-Tac as well. It's really good with glue and things like that. But I think that will hold it for us fairly well. Oh, how cute. And I don't think I have anything small, but look at the little pocket. How cute. It's like we could make that into a couple of little tags to go in there, couldn't we? how cute. Let's see. About there, maybe. There, maybe. Oh. Yep, those are cute. That one's not quite wide enough to my liking. Is that one too tall? Nope. Oh, look, that's kind of cute. I could just stick those in there. Make sure that's down. Okay, so we have flowers now. So we could, since we have it going this way, we could put a little something here. I just got out these, but I'm not sure if these flowers will work or if they're all too big. Let's see. Definitely not that one. Could do something like that. Could do labels. Maybe a flower here. Oh, well, hello. Turn it around, dingbat. We could do a flower there and a label here. Yes. Yes, sirree. I believe I will. Okay. This is actually a vintage toiletry overnight going on a trip. I got it at an estate sale quite a few moons ago. Okay, so let's go ahead and commit to doing this flower there, because if not, you know, who knows how long we would be here. Get that started there. I do have to go hop in the shower and get ready for work. I have to leave at 12 and be there by 1, and I'm sure it's going to be a busy day because I've got some things to catch up on. I'm trying to get the bottom of it straight. Some things to catch up on that I did not get completed yesterday. Okay, so when I use these stickers, because you could see that white a little bit around it, if you go around it with something flat, whether it's a bone folder or you can use just a card. Now these right here you can pick up at Starbucks. It has no money on it. I loaded nothing on it. I just picked it up because it had the pretty little poppies on it. And I think I have another one over here for springtime that I thought was really pretty. But yeah, so I picked those up at Starbucks. You could use those, and that gets rid of and helps with some of that white around there. Okay, Lori, get you a label. Excuse the reach, but my labels will hopefully find one in here that will be small enough and go. Those are all pretty big. I keep saying I'm going to put all of Rachel's in here, and ooh, look at that one. I never do. Nope. It's going the right way, but it's way too big. Okay. Some of these I don't even know whose they are. Oh, well, that's cute. I like that one. I like that one. Okay, we'll go with that one. Put that back down there. So I will do a little inky dinky on this one, just to get rid of some of that white there. And if you didn't want to use this, guys, to do that with, you could put a hole in here with an eyelet and put you some kind of string around it, which I may end up doing because, you know, I just don't think that's gonna, you know, for longevity, really hold very well. This is really thick, which I love, and I am kind of excited already for ideas for that other one, the brown one that we flipped the opposite way. Now we could also stamp in there too if we wanted to, but I don't have any stamps going this way at the ready, so we're not going to worry about that. All right, guys, I think we are done. So this is, sorry, putting everything back. You're going to see the arm. So this is my hashtag Shop My Stash for July, and it is a small booklet. And this is how I chose to make my booklet. So we have a little pocket here, and then you can just flip the pages. You can write on these pages here. You could write on here. You could use this for your grocery list, whatever you want. We did not cover the back, you ding-a-ling. Oh well, I'm out of time. I'll have to wait for another day. Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, because I definitely have to go and get ready for work. So this is for July the 14th, a small booklet. So now it is time to reveal our prompt project for August, and that's going to be August 11th, is a trifold. So I will hold this up if you want to screenshot that. August is a trifold. So anything you want, a trifold, as long as it's folded, you got a trifold. Like this. That's a trifold, okay? So you could do anything at all that you would like with a trifold. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Those of you who are participating, thank you so much. I'm having so much fun with this, and I certainly hope that you guys are as well. Look at me just putting everything up. Oh my goodness. The sun finally came out. That's why I'm so chipper. Today is Wednesday. It's been raining since last Wednesday. I needed a little spot of sunshine. Sunshine. Okay, I'm not going to sing. All right, I love you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me today for our hashtag Shop My Stash 2025. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.